But the beauty of love, when it's right for you and you define it, you see it. Like, it's like the light bulb goes off because you're clear. All the things I said amounted to that. So when I saw my love of my life, when I saw my husband, it's like that's it. Do you know? But it's like you start to paint the picture of the person without knowing who they're gonna be. But when you see them, you know that's him.
That's it. This episode is brought to you by Boost Mobile. All right, let's do it because my girl is here today. A Grammy-winning artist, entrepreneur, mother who has sold over 23 million records worldwide. She's given us era-defining hits. We could run them all down. Goodies, 1, 2 Step, Level Up. We'll be here all day. But she's also a woman who's continued to build a life that she's designed with intention, discipline, and faith. She reminds women everywhere that leveling up is not just a moment. It is a decision. She is amazing. She is Ciara. She is our guest today.
Thank you.
Cece's here.
Hey, Angie.
I'm so happy you're here. Hi, baby.
Me too. We finally get together.
I know. We did a short one when we were with the BET Awards.
Yeah.
We popped in. You were in a little moment in your life right then, too.
Oh, my gosh.
There was a big birthday coming for you.
She found it.
You
But like I said, the 40s are the new 20s. I was definitely...
You weren't excited about
I've been having a mental process. But you know what it is for me? The mental process is, it's a psychological thing because it's really more so like the number can play tricks on your mind. Because where I feel internally, like I feel really good.
Yeah, you look
like
amazing.
I feel like, thank you so much.
Yeah.
I feel like and I keep saying this, so people probably run back to some of my older interviews. I'm like, I feel like I'm at my best place. But I feel like life is getting better. It's getting fuller. The wisdom is starting to serve a big role in my life, like where you work smarter, not harder in some cases. And I think the self-awareness of how you take care of yourself, like how you can be strategic to be the best for yourself. Like all these things are happening at one time. And so I feel really good. I do. I feel really good.
I love that for you.
Yeah, I like it.
Did you have to
I
tell
like
yourself anything to look at it different? Because not that you were anti it, you just were having like, it was hard for you.
I did. It was really about, you have to embrace it.
Yeah.
You have to, because, you know, it sounds dramatic. To me, when you say 40, it's like, what the heck? It's like,
oh, not me.
That don't sound right, right? It sounds like we getting old, but it's like, no, you're getting better.
Yeah,
it's like wine.
Wait till you hit that next decade, which I'm
Oh my gosh, which is
hits.
crazy. So that's what I keep saying. Like even when I was talking, I was with Joe and Jada, and Joe, I couldn't believe he was 55.
Mm-hmm. Yep,
I was like,
54.
wow.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So when you say that, I'm like, oh my gosh, like, we're going to be all right. Like,
you're going to be all right.
So I will say, and I've been having this great curiosity. So I'll talk to people and I'm like, if you don't mind me asking, how old are you? Like, it's been a thing I keep doing. And I remember running into one of the moms at my kids' school. And I asked her, I said, she was talking about like life and perimenopause and all that stuff. And I said, if you don't mind me asking, how old are you? And she's like, I'm 45. I was like, wow.
She look good?
Yeah. I was like, I'm gonna be all right.
Yeah.
She was like, girl, she's like, the 40s are the new 20s, but with money. And I was like, oh, I like that. That's bars. But when she said that, like her confidence and like how she felt when she was speaking to me as a woman.
You needed an image of what 40 looks like.
Yeah, I'm like, okay.
And you wanted to be inspired by the image.
It's a psychological thing. It's totally psychological because that thing, they say age ain't nothing but a number. Like, the way we live, it marks where we are in our lives.
Yeah.
You can be young as ever and live like an old lady.
Yeah.
You can be older and live young.
Yeah.
So it's all like within you.
Yeah.
So that's like my whole like kind of way I look at it.
You live young, right?
I live young. I think my kids also keep me young too. But mama got to stay tapped in. So, and I think it's more so like tapped in. There's different levels of tapped in for me. It's tapped in for my babies. I want to be like aware of what's happening in their world. I have to go back into my, think tank to be like, what was life like when I was their age? Because they go through these different things. You're like, I want to be like, I want them to feel comfortable with me, but I also want to make sure I'm like thinking about what I could have done better to serve them better. You have that part. And then there's just also being tapped in as an artist too. Like, that's the beautiful thing about music. To me, music is ageless, in a sense. And the gift of being able to dance, and what I do as an artist, I feel like allows me to live young, whether it's creating dances that start to become trends, or like staying tapped in with the dances that are trending. Like I'll be on my TikTok game.
No,
like,
your TikTok game is strong. You're
be
strong.
on all of that.
If not you, then who? You were like made for TikTok.
You're so sweet.
No, I'm just saying all these dance challenges and stuff. Like if not you, then who to do that?
You're so sweet. No, but I do like to live young, and then obviously my husband's younger than me too, so I gotta keep it.
Yes, that's cute. Right. What is the age difference?
3 years.
Oh, that's nothing.
Yeah.
Is there a difference? Do you feel like there's an age?
He's an old soul.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, he might be a little more older than me sometimes. I feel like his fullness as a man, and that feels good.
You ever notice how everything keeps going up? I mean, rent is going up, streaming services are going up, even like your favorite burrito place all of a sudden wants to charge you for salsa. You go to the supermarket, they want to charge you extra for the bag. It's kind of crazy out here. The good thing is with Boost Mobile, you and your phone bill do not have to play that game. You don't have to play the will this go up soon game. Why? Because Boost Mobile has an unlimited talk, text, and data plan at a price that will never go up. In fact, it's the same price you'll pay for life. So switch now to unlimited wireless at a price that will never go up. Only at Boost Mobile. After 30 gigabytes, customers may experience slower speeds. Customers will pay $25 a month as long as they remain active on the Boost Mobile Unlimited plan. All right, so as in the intro, we were running down some of your eras, right? And you're in this new era now, actually, in many ways, in business and the age number and all of that, and your family and stuff. But like, let's just go through a couple of the eras.
Okay.
I'm curious because this is in real life, and I just wonder in these eras, like if we go back to the beginning, like the goodies era, like from the outside, it's like define the era. Well, what were you in? What was happening in your real life at that time?
In my real life, the goodies era, the world was moving really fast. You were because
how old?
I was 18, 19, I remember being on camera a year before everything took off. The Arista sent cameras to go to my graduation and my prom and all that stuff. And they asked me in an interview, where do you see yourself a year from now? And in my super Atlanta, Southern, but I see myself having #1 song on a Billboard chart, and literally a year later, Goodies was #1,
wow.
For quite some time. And that was a blessing. But in that era, I was a big baby. I've always been an old soul. So I knew for a fact I was doing exactly what God called me to do, in reference to my career, especially at that time.
Even then, wow.
Yeah. Oh, I knew it. I knew it even before I started really pursuing my career. Like I had confirmation spiritually before I decided to pursue it.
What does that mean? What does that look like?
So, I was probably 13-ish, going on 14 in that time frame. And we were talking about, me and my friends at a lunch table, and we were talking about like life post high school. And you got to start thinking about registering for colleges and what you're going to do and what you're going to pursue.
You're a regular teenage kid.
Yeah. And I was like, I think I know I want to be a singer. Like I want to be an entertainer. Mm-hmm. And I was very clear at that table. And literally, I went home, like I had missed school one day, I went home and I made my own goal sheet. And I wrote down like what my goals are going to be. And I was like, my first goal was to get discovered. And then once I got discovered,
How did you even know to do that?
It was just like, I got to put a plan together. I'm like, what's the plan?
At 13?
Yeah.
But
I'm an only child too. So I think when you're an only child, you have like so much time with yourself to just think and dream and like visualize and just like,
let me get this vision board up.
Yeah. So it was like, I went home, I wrote down my goal sheet. First goal was to get discovered. And I wrote how I was gonna do it. So I'm putting myself in talent shows. Like if I want to get discovered, I gotta be seen. Okay. So I was like, okay, do that. And the second goal was once I got discovered, I wanted to sell 3 to 4 million albums. And then my third goal was to have longevity. So it wasn't the longest goal sheet, but in my mind, I needed to have a game plan to get there.
Yeah.
And no lie, 2 weeks after I wrote this down, my friend that was at the lunch table with me, he came up to me, to my locker room, was like, hey, there's this group looking for a third member. Like, do you want to audition for them?
Did you feel that like, oh man, did you even know that
No.
you were manifesting at 13?
Let me tell you though, this is how my life works,
Yeah.
okay? I can see something for myself. And normally when I feel it, like it's a feeling you have, like it's a spiritual thing. It's like, it's a thing that's like conviction. Like this is what I'm going to do. Like I had that feeling. So when I'm saying that this is what I want to do, like it's not just me pulling from the air. It's like I really believe in manifestation. Like,
you know, you're like the poster girl for it. How did
so
you
sweet.
even know about manifestation at 13? Like to even do that? Is that something you were taught, or it's just
No, it was in me.
It was just
I'm not
in
gonna
you.
lie. Like it was in me. You know, my mom and my dad were both in the military. My dad was in the Army, my mother was in the Air Force. I'm definitely a daddy's girl. And I always watched my dad. He was like the perfect, I think, walking real life model of like when you do all the things you're supposed to do and you do them with like high level efforts and like discipline and like if you do that, like you're going to get somewhere, like you're going to go somewhere, you're going to get great results back. But yeah, 18, 19, the world was moving so fast in that era. I mean, literally every song back to back was number 1 or top 2 or sorry, top 3 or top 10. And that was like a lot happening, you know? But honestly, I think I didn't even know how to like live fully in all of that.
Did you know, I'm gonna take you back for a second. Did you know in those times what you were doing? Like, were you calling it manifestation?
No,
Or
I was just doing it. Yeah.
But you just believed.
I just believed.
And there was this confidence.
Yeah, it was conviction. You know what it is? I feel like I've always had a gift and an ability to will whatever I've wanted into my life, good and bad.
So good. Oh,
okay?
Good and bad.
Right? And that's a real thing, right? You can.
Why would you ever will something bad?
Because you don't know it's bad.
Or you're like, I want that.
Yeah, but then you're like, that's not good. Yeah. So then
Right.
again, the wisdom now we know, right?
Yeah.
Okay, but that's kind of that thing. But I've always really been very fortunate enough that when I speak life into something and I'm convicted, I have to like know. Like it's one thing to be like, I want to do this, but I don't really know. Like I'm not sure about it. I gotta like know, and I can feel it. Like when I said I wanted to be a singer, and it was one day I was at home and I was watching a live television performance, and I was like, I got goosebumps all over my body.
Wow.
And I was like, that's what I'm gonna do. So I knew it.
I wonder how people can tap into that. Like when you think about everybody in their everyday life, they might not be aspiring to be a singer and have this legendary career, but like we all have dreams, goals.
Yeah.
The thing that pulls us to something. I just wonder how would you describe tapping into that for people? Like for someone who maybe just hasn't had that experience.
You know, I think it's a combination of things. I think it's like, think about, sometimes you just have to pause, like, you know, like just be still. Like to really feel like, what do I think I can be the best at that serves me best? Like, you know, how does it make me feel? Do I get excited about it? You know, you got to be excited about your dreams. Like you got to be, that passion is what gives you what you need when you really don't want to do it. You know, but it's like, how does it make me feel? You know, I think you have to, it's like when you start to process that way, you start to feel it through your veins, because like that's that thing that makes you feel like I'm about to go do it. You know, so you got to have like those things like, can I do it? Check. Okay, first of all, what do I want to do? Okay, can I do it? Check. How does it make me feel? Like, you know, and then once you start feeling that energy and that juice just flow through you, it's like, that's it. Like, I don't know one person that is successful that whatever they chose to do in life, they didn't have a passion connected to it. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, you got to have that passion. Like, does it make you feel like driven to go and be great at it? Does it make you feel driven to learn about it? Does it make you feel driven to like, you know, to just like figure it out? Like that is different.
Have you ever lost that feeling in all these years?
No.
Never.
But my rule is that if I lose it, then I won't do it. That's my rule.
I always hear conversations about you. Lala always shares like when she's like, you'll check her, like, don't speak that, don't do that. You'll check your friends about being positive and all that. And I just wonder what the pep talk to yourself is like. In those moments when you're questioning yourself, when you're, you know, when you're in the down moments and when it's not sweet, like, what is that talk? Do you do that for yourself?
Yeah, I definitely have to hype me up. I gotta hype myself up for real sometimes, because you be like, oh my gosh, like life is lifing. But yeah, I mean, I'm so literal with speaking life that it's like, the rule, and every now and then I have to catch myself, but you cannot speak negative things. Like, that's just not an option.
Yeah.
So because of that, it pushes me to speak positive things, because I know that words carry weight. Like, what you say has power.
So you never say anything negative ever?
Not never, but rarely. Rarely. It's not even like an option.
What does that mean? Like, not like if something's bad, like a show's bad, a movie's bad, or this is like, I don't like that, or that person in real. Like, what do you mean you never say anything negative? How deep
like,
does this go?
like you mean like about things in the world?
Yeah, I don't know.
Like if I don't like something, I'll say if I don't like something. Yeah. Like if something's like not hot, like that's not
negative,
hot.
you don't
But I mean like to
onto
myself.
yourself.
Yeah, no. That's what I'm saying. Like when it's
like you ain't got this, or like why do you think
the word I can't? Like I don't like that.
Like you don't do I can't.
I'm not. I don't like that. You know, like that's for my own like prep talk. Like you have to like, because if you say you can't, then you won't.
Okay, what about when you're beat up or tired? Do you say that?
I'm tired. I say I'm tired.
You say you're tired.
Yeah, I say I'm tired.
But you won't say like, I'm too tired to do.
No. It's not even an option. Like,
okay,
no, not for me. I mean, and again, sometimes, you know, you're supposed to take a different turn. So you have to also be realistic with that too, right? It's like, okay, I tried all these things and this didn't work. Okay, maybe it's meant for me to try something else. But I think quitting to me is failing. That's not failing when it doesn't work.
You were raised such by a military dad. I think that has a lot to do with it. Because it's one thing to have passion, but if you have passion and no discipline, it doesn't always land. It doesn't always land the same.
You gotta have the discipline. You have to, right?
Yeah.
It's like I say in life, like, what's your compass? Like you have to have a compass. Like you can't get to where you want to get to in life without some kind of like compass. So that for me goes back to like the goal sheet, or like even now I have to write things down. Yeah.
What's your goal sheet
I
look
write.
like?
You know, it's so funny. I need to update this one, but I do have a new plan. Hold on, I'm gonna get my phone that I started.
You have it on your phone? Okay, good. Let's get it.
So it's because I'm in the 40 club. The 40 club. Okay. So my 40-day challenge for entering this club, I wrote down, hold on. So I've done this one thing before.
Okay.
And I know they're on the Bible app, it allows you to do it. So I had to read the Old Testament in 40 days. The app does that 40 days. Okay. Then I said I want to do no carbs at night. I get to give myself one night to do it. Okay.
For 40 days.
For 40 days.
Okay.
Okay. Then I'm going to train 3 times a week. And that can be like Peloton or with a trainer, but I got to be active. Okay. I need to sweat. I got to take my vitamins daily. And then I wanted to do my Spanish lessons 4 times a week.
For 40 days.
For 40 days.
Are you doing that?
I'm about to kick it all in.
Oh, you're about to start.
Yes, I'm about to start it. So
Are you getting ready to watch Bad Bunny at Super Bowl? Is that what
come
the
on.
Spanish? Is that what the Spanish says?
Vámonos. Bad Bunny está mi amigo.
Oh.
I'm just playing. I don't know Bad Bunny like that.
Amigo.
Es mi amigo.
Right?
Yes, Bad Bunny es mi amigo.
Okay.
Sí. I'm just joking. I don't know Bad
You're
Bunny like that.
manifesting it.
But I have met him before, and he's so talented. And I do love Bad Bunny. I think it's so dope.
So in 40 days, your Spanish is going to be so much
I'll be
better.
like, yo, let's go. Vámonos. I'm going to be lit. No, but honestly, I've already been doing Spanish. But my whole thing is that I really want to like stay on the track of like being fluent. Like I've come so far.
I want to steal like half your list. What else is on the list? I want to do Spanish. I want to go to the gym.
Spanish, yes, the gym.
I'm gonna stop carbs.
Yeah, do the vitamins.
I might steal your
Steal
list.
it
What else you
and
got on there?
add.
What else?
That was my base
Those are
things.
the base
I was like,
things.
you know what I did want to do though? Because I love Latino music as well.
Yeah.
And the bamboleo, like I love that song. So I'm like, I want to learn that song in 40 days too.
You want to learn the song?
Yeah.
Like to perform it? Like
To
to
just be
sing
able
it?
to sing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love that for you.
Yeah.
That's
I kind of have the
exciting.
hook in my head already. And it's funny because my baby girl Amore, which means love in Spanish and Italian. Speaking of my Spanish, she go bamboleo. She says it back because I'm like singing it in the kitchen with her.
Because you're practicing.
Yeah, it's so good. I don't know. I'm obsessed with the Latino culture. I've always said I'm Blexican. I'm Black and Mexican. That's what I am in my head. But I do feel like it's a good
Ciara,
challenge
if
for me.
your Spanish is flowing before mine is flowing, I'm gonna be so pissed
that'd be
off.
crazy.
No, it would be nuts. I have to get focused immediately.
Seriously, because
I'm gonna
wait,
do
what
the
the heck?
40.
You're not fluent in Spanish?
No, never been.
Really?
Because I grew up here and my mother's second generation. I'm third generation.
Oh my gosh.
She was born in raised in New York. My mother's fluent, but she has to work on it to be fluent because her first language
is rolling with English.
Is English.
Yeah.
And so,
no, we got to do this. Vámonos. Come on. Let's go.
I can't have
¿Por qué no?
I can't have you blow past me.
Come on, let's go.
This would be terrible.
From the sound of it, I might just.
No, it's not. No.
I'm gonna mess with you too. Like when I get it down really good, because like my girls, like La and V. It's funny because they both speak Spanish.
I always forget that La's fluent.
Oh yeah. But no. I don't want to put them on blast, but La and Vanessa, we literally were. I asked them both. I was like, how do you say like something with the airport in Spanish? And those girls took forever to like go back and forth because there's different ways that you say it.
Yeah.
Do not roast me, girls. But I'm just saying though, like
you feel like
it was funny.
You could catch up. You say,
I can totally catch up.
You see the weakness, you could squeeze in there and catch up.
Listen, I'm just saying, I'm gonna join the club. Okay, we're gonna be able to be having our little conversations in Spanish, and I cannot wait for that. Like, and they will tell you, I will like ask questions like, how do I say this? How do I say this? And they give it back to me.
And I love this for you. I love this for me too because I'm gonna steal the whole 40-day list.
Let's go.
Yeah, I'm into it.
Right?
Yeah, I can use that right now.
I think my greatest thing is like, when you reach such significant milestones in your life, like, what does it mean? Mm-hmm. Like, again, I have to ask myself, like, where are we going?
Do you have those type of conversations with your girlfriends?
Yeah.
Like, is this like a thing that...
Oh, yeah. I had a whole conversation, and all of my girls made me feel good.
When I turned 50, I remember sitting in a parking lot going into a restaurant, and I don't know, it was like all of a sudden, it was like, freaked me out. Like, I was fine, I didn't care, and then all of a sudden, it was like, a wave of it, like it was freaking me out. And I called Taraji because she had just did this thing about, I don't know, we had a whole, and she was like, yeah, girl. And we had, I remember sitting in the parking lot of a restaurant, ready to go meet some other friends who were younger because some of my girlfriends are younger. They're like 30s and 40s. And I was like, I can't talk to them about this. I called Taraji from the car. We had a quick little chat about it. And then I went into the restaurant. But sometimes just having a safe space or women that you can kind of communicate those like
huge.
Vulnerability, because we don't want to feel that way or necessarily even project that. We want to be confident and okay and but we do have moments, and I think those are the moments with friendships that
it's huge. My friends have been so tremendous for me on this journey, especially entering this era, because within my super close-knit group, I was the last one,
You were the last one to hit, right? Yeah.
So, but
and I
look at all my girls.
It.
That's what I'm saying. I look at them and I'm like, we're going to really be good. Because I feel like everyone keeps getting better. And
who's the squad?
Lala, Vanessa, Kelly. And then
Kelly looks better than ever.
Oh my gosh. The body is bodying. The body is
that.
I'm just telling you, like when I look at them, I'm like, oh my gosh. Like I tell her, like, she inspires me so much.
Yeah.
Like, and she's like, if you meet Kels, she's like the ultimate like girl. Like she's on top of everything with taking care of herself. Like she's the one that if she's doing a diet plan, she's sticking to it.
Yeah.
I'm like, you're right. Like, yeah, let's stay the course. Like she's that one that I can call to. Also spiritually, she's really like tapped in. Like, so we can pray together in a really special way. Like, she's that girl. And she's also just ultimate, all my girls, ultimate mamas, like, and then my best friend, also, she's my matron of honor, my makeup artist since I was 16 years old. I met her at my first professional shoot. We're now 25 plus years deep. She is 62. Am I saying it right? I always do the age guessing game. I'll show you what she looks like at the end of this, but she hates when I call her out, but I have to, because like when I tell you the box of wisdom, I know God put her in my world. To hold my hand at times when I needed along the way, because it was just me. Like my parents were my managers. I don't have the biggest like family in my intermediate circle, and I know God gave me her as a big sister. But it's like that's my core as far as like every day on the phone with it. And then I also have like my girls are like my little sisters, like Tiana and Normani and Coco, like so there's like different mediums,
it's important.
But it's sweet, I feel really blessed to have like the circle of girls. I was going to say Serena too. She's also another really great friend of mine too. But all the girls that I'm surrounded by are fearless. They're like no nonsense.
Have you had to like, because this is a thing that comes up sometimes. I've had this conversation with some of my girlfriends. It's like, have you had to like limit or ever cut a friendship, or
Yeah.
how do you manage
100%.
that? How do you manage that?
You know, I really believe in the idea of, you know, who you surround yourself with is really important.
Yeah.
Like, what do they say to you when you're going through things? Like, what do they say to you when you're vulnerable? You know, are they a negative person? Like, I can't do negative energy. And also, does their the way they see life overall, you don't have to do everything the same, but does it align with how you see life, right? Like, are they ambitious like you are? Like, you know, are they one that likes to party all the time? Like, that may not be your speed. Like, you know, it's like, I think that, like, Russ and I talk about being equally yoked in our marriage, but in your friendships, I think that's important to have some kind of like a lot more equals, or things that are more alike than like completely opposite. But yeah, because that can go both ways. Like, there's a beauty of like having different personalities and like everyone having their own thing. There's a beauty to that, but more so like the moral compass, like how do you guys align?
Yeah.
You know, and I'll be honest with you from experience, I'm a big believer that if someone is bringing negativity into your space, like remove it immediately. Like, I have no hesitation. I get excited to drop dead weight. No, I do.
I love that for you.
And listen, it hurts when you're disappointed by someone that you thought was your friend, but there's nothing better than when you know who they are. I prefer that kind of enemy,
And
that
how do
I
you go
know
about
who
it?
you are.
What is it? How do you drop dead weight? Is it just cold, like off? That's
Well, it
it
depends on the situation.
Or do you confront?
In
or-
my cases, in most cases, I've had to like say like this, and this happened, and it's not cool, and I'm not okay with it. Like, and you know, so yeah. But to
She
be
likes
honest,
dropping dead weight. That's
yeah, you know, because sometimes you also have friends by way of business.
good. Yeah.
So when it comes to business, I think I can be honestly a little more cold.
You
Because
could be.
I can, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, but only when I get to that point. Because I only know to love big, you know?
That's why I wonder sometimes when you love big and you're that, you know, you're a good soul, you're a good spirit, you like, you know, and so sometimes people want a piece of that. And I think as women, it's important to kind of like, what are our boundaries? How much do I have to give?
Yeah,
What am I willing to give?
yeah.
Does this person in my life warrant that anymore? Do I? Or now
Yeah.
you have children, you have a husband. Your energy and your time goes into your
That-
career,
yeah.
and you know, it's like, how do you manage the balance of that, of where you put all your time and your?
Well, that's why I don't like, I'm like quality versus quantity. I try not to overfill my cup with too much, because it is impossible to be with everyone and to be at the same level with everything.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm like my friend circle that I mentioned to you with a lot of the girls that are in my life, like it's been a long time, you know? So I haven't had anything dramatic like that where I've had to say, you know, I've had in the workspace I've had, you know, but you know, where I've had to kind of say, okay, this is not the right energy. But that's why I like consistency. You know, I'm such a creature of habit, you know, and because I'm an only child, all my friends are like my sisters. They're the aunties to my kids, you know, they're family to me, you know. So what's great about all of us too is that it all works. Like everyone is doing their own thing and they have their own hands full.
Yeah.
So we all understand it for each other.
Yeah.
And when it's time for us to have fun, we have the best fun. When it's time for us to laugh, we laugh. Sometimes I'll be on the phone with my girls for just 5 minutes and that filled my cup. You know, it don't have to be like the longest conversations. Like, so I think that's where it works out, because we all get it.
Yeah.
You know, I think it's
That's
important you have the circle that gets it, right? And then if I need to cry on someone's shoulder, or if I need to vent, they're going to give me that time, right? You know, and vice versa. So that's the blessing, I think, with how it all works out, you know?
You chose well. Choosing well also.
You got to choose well.
You gotta choose well. Don't leave that part
choose
out.
well. You
choose
have
bad
to.
is no good.
It's the truth.
It is no good.
It ain't no good. No bueno. It's no bueno.
What era is this?
Come on now.
Come on now, Espanol.
Come on.
All right. So what era is this now? How do you define this era that you're in now?
Ooh, this era right now, I don't know, we're walking into it. but I'm going to speak life into it. It's going to be my best era.
Talk that shit.
Yeah.
Hey guys, today's show is brought to you by Hard Rock Bet. Hard Rock Bet is a sportsbook app, and it's a really simple sportsbook app if you just want to see what everyone's talking about, or if you don't even really care about the game, but you want to make it a little more interesting. You could just bet $1 or $2, very easy. And one Hard Rock Bet player last week turned a $3 bet into over $29,000 in winnings. And if you want to see more wins like that, or you just want to see what I'm talking about, you can follow at Hard Rock Bet on social. Football season is still going, so if you want to try your first bet on Hard Rock Bet, you can get $150 bonus bets if you win. Just place a $5 bet, and if that hits, you get not only your winnings, but you get $150 in extra bonus bets. And since it's Wednesday, if you're already betting on Hard Rock Bet Sportsbook app, you know what that means. It's the last day to use your legendary reward drops. Open up the app today and you can have a bonus bet, or who knows what's in there, all kinds of stuff. And it's always a nice surprise. So new rewards drop tomorrow. Don't miss out. Head over to the Hard Rock Bet app and make your deposit.
Love that for you. You know, a lot of people have put you in this kind of, when you talk about like your purpose and how your walk and how you inspire people to do all these things, you have become like a poster child in a way for like, and we've talked about this before, how you know, you've made some changes in your life to be in this relationship and this marriage that you're in now. Do you ever feel, I just wonder from the inside, if the energy, it's one thing to have success and you're so happy and everybody's happy for you and you share that, but now everybody wants to know, how did you do it? What was the prayer? What did you say? And that's cool too, but like, I just wonder for you from the inside, does it ever feel like almost not a burden, but a pressure to live up to like the expectation of being this couple that's did it, made it?
Well, it's a good question. You know, I try not to think about that too much.
Yeah.
Because I think the most important thing is to remember to live, right? So I say that by saying, you know, first of all, I think it's really sweet, you know, more than anything. Or, you know, girls will say to me, it's the funniest thing when they say, tell me the prayer. And I'm like, wait, what? You know, I think it's sweet though. Like because I said that to you, I'm like, it's kind of funny. And it's kind of like, I don't know if weird is the word. It's like, wait, this is interesting.
It's heavy. Like, it's like a thing.
Yeah,
it's like a thing.
It's powerful.
It's powerful, yes.
You know, so I think maybe more so focusing on the power and the opportunity to, you know, share whatever little bit that I'm learning with someone to help them. Like that's always what I love doing. Like I was in Nigeria just recently and it was a table. It was so funny because it was all girls at the table and it was supposed to be like them celebrating my birthday and all this stuff. And they, when I tell you, Nigeria did it so big for me.
Aww.
Like the love that they showed me like was insane. And, you know, it was supposed to be a night about like music and like my birthday and all this stuff. And then like, it's a whole table of women. And then one girl asked me some question about like love or whatever. And I'm like, oh, we're going to have fun. Like, because we got to chat about all kinds of like things around love. And I love asking questions too, because I'm still learning. You know, I don't have it all figured out.
People think you have it figured out.
That's very sweet, guys, but I don't. You know, I'm still learning along the way too. And I love when you can have healthy conversations about life and love. And I love also talking to people that they don't have to necessarily be older than me, but they've had the experience, the wisdom and experience too. You know, I love when I can have those conversations because they're healthy, you know, but I feel like sometimes I hear girls, you know, talking to me and asking me questions because they're curious just like I was, you know, and they're trying to figure out life just like I was. And again, I don't have it all figured out. But, you know, I like the first big steps I've been blessed to have taken and, you know, where I am in my life right now, I'm not going to lie. Like, I feel really good, you know. I feel
love that
really,
for you.
I can be honest, you know, I'm not going to downplay it. You know, I thank God that I can wake up every day and not have to think about this part of my life, but only because that's what I desired, right? And I think that's important that it has to be what you desire. You don't want to just do something just because. Right?
Yeah, I get that. I wonder, because I think if you ask any woman, do you desire to be in a healthy, happy marriage with somebody who's equally yoked and we have the same values? I think most people say, yes, that is what I desire. But I think sometimes trauma, past experiences, bad habits sometimes maybe kick in for women.
Yeah, 100%.
You know
for any
what I'm
person.
saying? Yeah. And so I was wondering
You have-
which one of that you've had to change or learn about yourself to be.
Well, again, see, it goes back to the base of like speaking life. And I'm a big believer that when you enter new chapters, you have to leave the last chapter behind. Now, if there's something that you're supposed to take with you from the last chapter, take it. It's most likely going to serve you well to know what you don't want to do and what you, even more so what you like to. So that's that wisdom. Like, that's why I love that word.
Don't take the same shit. Don't do the
No,
same
you can't
thing.
because it's not fair to yourself and it's not fair to your love that you're trying to give an opportunity to blossom and become. You will get in the way of yourself if you don't let go of the past.
Were you able to do that out of the gate?
100%. Because but here's the deal. Okay, so everyone's process is different.
Yeah.
But there was a process where it was just me. Like the just me season is a good season.
Oh, I see.
Do you see what I mean?
You didn't go
like,
from bad situation to like this, and then you
but
did some growing in between.
The season I thought was going to be longer than it was. I thought I was going to be single for like 4 years. I did, and it was a little less than that. We were, about 10 months.
Yeah.
And then I also had a child. Right?
Yeah.
So that's a real thing.
Yeah.
So the me season was necessary because I'm like, okay, I can't play with this. Like, the experimenting phase, we out the door. We're not doing that, CC. What we doing? So, but I think the just me phase is important because you have to have time to sit with yourself. Like you have to have time to just like evaluate like yourself, like as a whole, like not just with relationships, but like, where am I as a woman? Like, I think for us, even like in my marriage, I have to still like evaluate myself. Like, wait, I gotta make sure I'm keeping it cute. Like, I gotta make sure I'm keeping it sexy. Like, I gotta push myself. Like, like I have to talk to myself. Like, where am I? Like, we have to have those moments where we just do self-checks and embrace the just me phase. The just me phase is just fine. Like, I think that's so important. Like,
what did you learn in that just me phase?
The just me, I think in the just me phase, I learned even more what I'm capable of. Like I learned even more, I'm gonna be okay. Like you're gonna cry, you're gonna hurt, you're gonna feel all those things. Like that's a part of it. And the faster you can cry, the quicker you'll feel better. Like let yourself go through it. Like let yourself be vulnerable, let yourself hurt. Because you will know you don't want that feeling again. Like, you eventually understand how to like, to not make it happen again, right? Because when you're younger,
that's what people want to really know.
You're like, oh, why, Jesus? I say the why cry, why? You go through all that. I've had a few why cries, okay?
Why cries.
Then I'm like,
did you ever get that answer?
Yeah, I got the answer. Like
what was
in
the
reference
why?
to like why? Well, do you want to go to the why?
Yeah.
Well, it depends on the circumstance, right? Okay. So if what do they say? Doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results is a form of insanity.
Yeah.
Okay. At some point, you can't also point the finger. You have to also look at yourself.
Yeah, that's what I was trying. I'm not trying to get you to talk bad about nobody else. I'm saying for you, what did you have to learn? What was the why for you?
And then you got to make sure, like sometimes, you're looking for love. I was thinking about the song, Looking for Love in All the Wrong Places. That song, sometimes you're looking for love, but where are you looking? And does the love align with what you are or what you want? It doesn't mean the love is, so okay. A bad love experience or a bad love from my perspective with someone that wasn't right for me doesn't mean they're bad love. That it just didn't work. Like it doesn't, that's not the love for me.
Yes.
Right? So I think there's like this thing where sometimes we say we want love, but like we have to define it. What does that love mean for us? Like, what kind of love do you want? Like, how does it make you feel? Like, how do you and that love like mesh? Like, is it like we say being equally yoked? Like there's these things you don't think about. Sometimes we just kind of, I think, are lofty with our love goals or like our love desires. Like it's like, but wait, okay, the surface level, that's cute, but what's underneath that? Like that part matters, right?
Did you identify that going into this
Oh
marriage?
yeah, 100%. But it was also like you had like your non-negotiables. So like you had the things where you're like, okay, I know for a fact I want to feel these key things. Like I know for a fact, it was almost, it's so crazy because I could like cry. But the beauty of love, when it's right for you and you define it, you see it. Like it's like the light bulb goes off because you're clear. Do you know what I mean? Like, so I visualized, you know, now I didn't know like exactly what the face was, but all the things I said amounted to that. So when I saw my love of my life, when I saw my husband, it's like that's it. Do you know? But it's like you start to paint the picture of the person without knowing who they're gonna be. But when you see them, you know that's him.
That's it.
Yeah. So
Wow.
yeah, and that's powerful because it's a spiritual thing for me. You know.
Before you met him, though, what was that thing? What was on that board? Because when you're telling me this story, I'm thinking of you at 13, making that board about what you wanted in your career, and then having that confidence and, like you said,
Conviction.
that conviction, that knowing. It's like when you're describing this moment, it feels the same way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
100%.
But I'm wondering, so what was on the board before you saw him, so that you could even see it in him?
So
because you could have missed it in him, right? If you weren't even clear about
100. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So that's why it goes back to like what we visualize for love. Like I think for any of us, like you gotta like have key, you know, elements that are like, you see them, like you can feel them, you see them, you want them, you desire them, they're right for you. That's important too.
What were yours?
So my thing was a few things I said. He was gonna be God-fearing. That was important. That's like number one. He's gonna be God-fearing. I said he's going to love kids because I had my first baby, my precious firstborn. And then I said that he was going to be worldly. And this may not be the right way, but not of the world. But, you know, like when we travel together, you know, we're going to like really experience it together. Like we're going to experience the sexy of it. Like we're going to like really be in it together. Like, you know, we can go to any, you know, place in the world, high or low. And like, there's a feeling that comes with it, right? You know, it's like, and we can like figure it out, right? But there was things like that. I don't want to say everything.
No, you
but
don't
those
have
are
to.
few
But no, that's
things,
good.
You know?
Yeah.
And it's fun because when I think about it,
Were you this detailed, or like did you?
Yeah.
So you manifested and envisioned this for your
100%.
Wow.
Yeah, I didn't write anything on a board.
Had you ever
but
tried to do that in a relationship before?
this was different. So again, I always knew I wanted love, but I wasn't like defining it. Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
I do. That's a very big difference.
you know, it's like, and then sometimes like you're in different eras and seasons of your life. So when you're with someone, like that's what you're seeing in that moment.
Yeah.
Right. But when you start thinking about like, we can't play with our lives. Like I'm just gonna get to it. Like the biological clock for women is a real thing, and for men too.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna speak for us. Like we can't go backwards. So I'm not letting somebody waste my time. Like that's a rule. Like, and once I started to understand the value of like how the clock, you know, does not wiggle, it's like, wait a minute, like what we doing? Like, I'm not letting someone waste my time on my dime. I'm letting you waste my time. Like, that's not an option. But you have to get to a certain place to feel that because you understand the significance of like, when I look back, I can't get it back. And you're not gonna keep robbing me of my years. Don't be love bombing me like that. I understand what that meant, but it's like, that's not right.
It's not right.
Guys set girls up for like big failures.
And if you're not clear, to your point, if
then
you don't
won't.
have your vision and you're not clear, it's very easy to be distracted by something else that's taking up your time, taking up your emotions,
and you go
all that
through
stuff.
it.
Yeah, for sure.
You let people waste your time.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
no, dog, my time is precious.
Yeah.
Because I know how I love. Like, I know when I love, I sincerely love. And I don't pour into something if I don't want to. So I chose to do this. No, I'm not being forced to do this. Like I chose, like, so what am I choosing to give my time to? Like, what am I choosing to pour my love into? Like, what am I choosing? Like, it's a choice. Like, and I am in control of that.
What about
right?
when you're in the marriage? So you find this love and you guys have built this union.
Yeah.
What about when you're in it? Do you still have to make those kind of lists? Do you still have to recheck in to make sure your boxes are being checked? No,
Yeah, you do, because you know, thank God we're now almost on 10 years of marriage.
Wow, how
Yeah.
exciting. And look at
10
you,
years
you're still so
together.
giddy and
Yeah,
you're still so
I
cute and giddy about it. I love that for you.
You know, I was saying to someone, like, I think what's important is that you have to continually search for the beginning, especially when you spend every day of your life with someone for such a long time. Don't let the butterflies fly away. You know, the butterflies you have when you first meet each other, it's like, you're like little kids, like in high school, you know, that I still get that feeling.
You do?
Yeah. But you know, Russ and I, we will chat. Like, you know, I'll be honest, his romance, like efforts and game is like, it's next level.
Really?
So it makes
Tell
me
us
be like,
one.
I gotta
Share-
show up, like, hold up, because he be pulling up like, yeah. There's like, I just cannot, like,
Aw.
I feel like, you know, I was saying to someone, I was like, you know, passion is everything. When a person loves you with their, like when they're passionate, like that's different. Because even if like something's not perfect, the passion is like, that's an effort. Like he's choosing to like love me, like the way that he, you know, as a man, you know, like he's choosing to do that. So like, that's just different. Like because of that, I'm like, I gotta show up for my man. Like, you know, but the thing is, I will say, I was trying to think about like, you know, what's some of the distinctive things that really stand out, you know, or that like help me to just, because it's hard to put it in words, you know, but help me to describe what love, what I know is true love feels like. But I think it's simple. Like when you know someone's thinking of you, like I know that he's being thoughtful. So like he just threw me my surprise, you know, birthday party. And it was so cute because he goes, so we go out to the party and this is so simple. I'm getting
teary-eyed even
but
thinking
okay,
about
I'm
it.
getting,
So sweet.
yeah, because so this is so minor, but one, I was not expecting it. I was gonna like a nice dinner with a couple of like, you know, our friends or whatever. But he goes to me, he says, you know, I see everyone's faces. I'm surprised. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is so sweet. Like I was not expecting everyone to be there. And he said, babe, I just want you to know, you know, Tiana and Kim and, you know, this way. He said that he made a note to say like, Nessa, like all your friends wanted to be here, but they couldn't be here. But he made it a point to be like this person, just so you know. So when you're looking in this room, so you know, like they wanted to be here. But it was like, how are you even thinking to say that to me? Like, you know, like.
Because he knows you.
Yeah, you know, so it's like, and it's his heart. Like I cannot move in this world without knowing, like I always know he's thinking of me. He's thinking of us, like our unit, our family. Like, I really wish I could put it into words, but it feels good to be thought of. Right? Like he doesn't do anything without including me, right? It's really deep. Like that's, to me, like that's what love should feel like. You know, it's like, he includes me, you know, and that's a great feeling. You know, he's really big on date nights. He'd get me in place. Like I gotta stay on top of my stuff, you know, because he's like, babe, you know, I love when you get dressed up. I'm like, right. Note taken on it, say less, like, but because he will show up, like, you know, so we talk about, you know,
the ways to show
up.
up.
You know, and like, and that allows you to grow, you know, like, so we've had different phases where we're like doing a little like us check, you know, on like the things that we're doing or things that we haven't been doing as much of, you know. Something that I do love, we learned from from our pastors in our lives, Pastor Judah, is we talked about this, will you forgive me thing. So this is really hard to do. So yeah, but sometimes you know, if not sometimes, but the rule is like, if you were the person to cause the riffraff or the rift in a moment, you have to be able to ask, will you forgive me? And that is really like, I'm stubborn. So it's like, that's hard.
Yeah, it's important though.
It's hard, but it is important, right? And so you got to be the
wait,
bigger
are you
person.
making up scenarios, or you're just what is that? How does that go?
No, so like, let me see. Like, if we had a disagreement, but one of us caused the turn up, whoever caused the turn up has to be like, "Will you forgive me? You made the other person upset. Like you did that. Okay, now we got to own it, and you got to say, "Will you forgive me?" So like. And there's also thing of like not going to bed mad. It says it in the Bible, right? So we have really, we haven't had a night where let's just say this. We haven't had a moment where even if we went to bed mad, at some point by 3 a.m. we back to, okay? So you cannot, well, not just like, not saying, not saying 3 a.m. like this, but just saying at some point you address the issue, okay, Angie? Okay? After you do that chat and you might, well, anyways, no, but I'm just saying though, but you can't go to bed mad. Like that's important too. So there's these little things that I think are so significant, and then communication, like it's everything, he's my best friend in life. So, you got to be able to communicate even about the hardest things, the most uncomfortable things. Like I feel blessed that we can do that. So yeah.
So beautiful. You made me a little teary today. Come on, see.
This episode is brought to you by Walden University. You guys think you're too busy to earn the degree that you have always wanted? You are not too busy. It's never too late. At Walden University, you can get the W. That's what they do. They get the W. And you can win your time back. With Tempo Learning, you are in control. This is very cool. There are no weekly deadlines. There are no rigid schedules. Who has time for that? There's just a flexibility for you to earn your degree on your terms at your pace and within your budget. Ready to start? Visit waldenu.edu today. Walden University, set a course for change. Certified to operate by Chev.
We have an in real life bowl.
Okay,
IRL. One or two of these. We only have a couple more minutes.
What I do, dig and not look?
Yeah, whatever. They're just kind of like in real life questions. See if anything comes up for you in here.
Okay, what's one thing you hope never changes about you? I would say my heart. I don't ever want my heart to go cold. Like I love loving. I love loving. I love joy, my joy. That's the thing. Like, I would say my heart is one thing, but my joy, I love laughing. I love dancing. I love smiling. I just love joy. I love good times. That's probably like a bit of my like, when you talk about things you talked about earlier, it's like being delusional. Sometimes I'm a little delulu.
About joy?
No, meaning like, I'm so focused on my joy that I'm missing how scary or how, uncertain or how...
the lows, like...
Yeah, like I'm missing them sometimes because I'm so focused on the joy. Like, everything is good. It's like a big fire behind me. I'm like, what? Just fire. We're gonna put the fire out. Like, that's kind of like my mentality. We got fire hoses. We got...
We'll get to that.
Yeah, like
you don't sit in the kind of negative down stuff.
No.
You find joy to pull you out.
Joy.
Yeah.
I'm all about my joy. And I do think that holistically, like your joy will impact you significantly. So like, I'm always like, how fast can I get to joy if I need to?
That's good. That was a word for me today. I'll take that. I could use a little more joy this week.
Let's go.
I'm going to go find some.
Vámonos.
No, I needed that. That was good. That was good. All right, do one more. We have one more time for one more.
Oh, okay. I love
You're so
this.
good at that.
This is so fun.
This bowl is like made for you. You're like...
I love this bowl, girl. Okay. Is there a moment that made you believe in divine timing? Of course.
Your whole life.
Yeah. The beginning of my career, for sure. How it all started, giving birth to my firstborn was significant, and all my babies, but obviously meeting the love of my life.
Do you smother your children? Are you a helicopter mom?
Partial.
Yeah.
Yeah, partial. I'd be up in the mix. Yeah, I gotta know what's going on. Because this world is crazy.
Because I already know the world is crazy.
This world is like bananas. And so I think we gotta be locked in even more now because the access is so high. And my greatest fear is that the world tells my kid information that shapes them when I could be the one telling them Do you know what I mean? Like, because when kids start talking in school, they be making up all kind of stuff. Cena was telling me some story. I'm like, oh, and what else? I'm like, and what they say? Like, huh? And you got to stay calm. You know, sometimes you're like, wait, what? Let me tell you how this goes.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like, I think, I feel really proud sometimes when you beat the world to telling your kids something. I feel really proud of those moments, like having real conversations with them. So you're just only empowering them. You're only armoring them for the world, right? So
beautiful.
Yeah.
You're a good mommy.
I try.
I already know it. We got a voice note. We have a new section with our sponsor, Boost Mobile. We do these voice notes where we have our IRL, like either in the comments or on the YouTube page. They send in notes for our guests. I think somebody sent you a note, a voice note. Can we play that? This is our Boost Mobile voice note.
Hey, Cece, my name is Amy, and I am obsessed with you, so I'm so excited to ask you this question. So I've been with my partner for 6 years. Lately, it feels like we're more like business partners and lovers, just paying bills and parenting. How do you bring back joy when everything feels like a routine?
I feel like
What's her name again?
What was her name?
Stacy? Amy.
Amy? I feel like Amy was listening to our conversation
I know,
today before that
right?
came in. That was crazy.
Okay, listen, Amy girl, let me tell you something. That is life. So do not freak out. There's no need to panic. Sometimes when you're in, you know, your relationship and long-term relationships and marriages, you can get a little monotonous. And so my greatest thing is what I can share with you that I think is like worked for me and for us is you guys should get together and talk about the things that, you know, I'm going to talk to you because I feel like I'm just talking to, but you should get together and talk about the things that, you know, you feel like are kind of falling flat on, or like, you know, have an honest conversation. I think you have to have honest conversations with each other about what you feel like is missing. And then you talk about ways to get to it. Like sometimes you have to plan.
Don't
you know,
just feel that way. Talk
talk that way.
Yeah.
Talking about, that's the rule of life to me in general. You got to get your thoughts out when you're really struggling with them.
Yeah.
And then you put the plan together, right? You know, reminding yourself of the things that you love doing together. You know, I think you have to put the effort in. I think it's everything, and carve out time for you guys. That's something that I feel like do pretty well. You know, especially when you have kids. Because I think she said she had kids, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes it's hard, like us, the mama strings in us, like,
I know.
You know, the kids, they pull on those heartstrings, but then you're also like, if you don't take care of you guys, then that's going to pour into everything else. And it's just not going to be good. So I do really enjoy when, you know, we get the time, we make time for ourselves. I would like to encourage you, Amy, to carve out time for you guys. It could be a little weekend getaway, even if it's a one night stay, like, and commit yourself, recharge, put the phones away, make sure your babies are in good hands, and just like get wrapped up in you for a second. Like, I think that's really important. And then remember the things that you say to each other. You know, I think sometimes you can like address a moment in the moment, but then time passes by and you conform back to old ways. Like, I think we have to keep mental notes of what our partner says, you know, so that we remember them when we need them most to show up for them in the best way possible. So I try to do that. Like, I try to make a conscious effort. Like, what did my honey say he doesn't like? And what did he say he loves? Like, okay, let's go, Cece. Let's get it. Like, you know,
Your challenge, like a challenge.
Yeah, you know, like
so
it's
cute.
Yeah, you know, you want to keep that. Like I said, the butterflies always search for the beginning. Yeah.
What about, like, as we wrap up and thinking about your life and your career and everything that's happening now, like, what are you most proud of through this whole journey of this since that 13-year-old girl made that vision board? I know.
That's a big question.
Yeah.
What am I proud of? I'm proud of the woman that I'm still becoming. I'm proud of, you know, who I've become to this point. And, you know, I'm proud of, I'm proud of like where I am within myself internally. I'm proud of the journey as an entrepreneur. You know, like I said, I mean, literally it's 21 years since I put out my album, and I'm just starting to get to do some of the things that I've done a lot of what I dreamt of. Let me not say that. Like, I've been very blessed over the past 2, you know, decades. But in reference to what the vision was from an entrepreneurial perspective and an ownership perspective, I'm very proud of how that journey is evolving for me and how I believe I'm growing in this space. I feel really motivated. Like I feel really excited, you know.
You still have that feeling.
Yeah, you
should
know,
be proud
my
of
faith
that.
is so
That faith and
Yes,
that
I'm proud.
confidence and that passion is still here.
I was just about to say,
Yeah.
I'm very proud that my faith hasn't wavered through it all. That's something I'm incredibly proud of, because you have to have your faith, you know, especially when the world feels heavy on your shoulders and when you feel like the no resonates louder than the yes. You have to double down on your faith and just keep believing in yourself and like believing in what you've always believed in since you were a little girl. Since I was a little girl, like it all goes back to that little girl dreaming so big. I have to remind myself like this is all a part of the dream. So like keep your faith and just trust. Like if you do the work, 1 + 1 will equal 3. Do the work, you know? So I'm proud of that. I'm proud of the faith. Yeah, and I'm just, I don't know, I'm just grateful. Like I'm so grateful to be where I am in my life right now, because I know God is working, and I just want to be a good steward of what God has given me. You know, so I'm very, very, I don't know, I'm very proud of, all of that.
Yeah, that's a lot. It's really good.
Yeah.
The last question, it's a question in that bowl that didn't come up, but I'm going to ask you is, if God, because you talk about what you're proud of
Yes.
and serving him, but like, what do you think he would say? There's a bowl in there, a question that says, if God were to text you right now.
Oh, you asked me this last time, I think, actually.
Yeah, I'm curious where you're at right now.
If
I think
God-
you pulled it from the bowl last time.
Yeah, I did. That's what I'm saying.
But I'm curious today. If you were to get a text from God today, what would it say?
A text from God is saying, he's just saying like, just,
Whatever. What would he say? What would his message to you be? What do you think?
last time was like, hey, CC.
What I'm saying?
Yeah.
What do you
You're
think he
like,
would be saying to you today? What's the
I
message?
think he would tell me, because this is what I'm believing in. God would tell me, I'm very proud you're embracing this new era of your life. He would say, I'm very proud of you for embracing this, joining the 40 Club.
Is this his voice?
No, I don't know. I think his voice would be way like, it would be like full, but like also like heavenly. You know, it would sound like when he speaks. But I think he would definitely say, I'm very proud of you for embracing this
era.
40 Club, this era. And he would tell me, girl, it's about to be your best season yet.
Yeah, see, that's how you end it. Ciara in real life, everybody. That's how you end. This is going to be your best era yet.
This is Ciara in real life.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe, like, comment, and check out all of the other episodes we have on Angie Martinez IRL podcast.